The Oracle Network.
Talent is brought to you by Spreaker. You want to record a podcast? Well, baby, I got news for you. You can do it, and it's easy and simple. Just go to Spreaker.com. They have many different types of accounts. It is an amazing feature when it comes to your statistics. You want to edit? Boom, let's edit. Let's go. Spreaker will bring you everything that you need, and you can try a free trial. You can also do the free version of Spreaker. You don't got to spend money, baby. You want to monetize your podcast? Boom, Spreaker. Of course, we're brought to you by the Oracle Network. I love my network fam. Don't forget to check out the October podcast of the month. Riddle Me That podcast. We're having a good time, baby. We're doing it. She's back, baby! Did you miss me? Talent is fucking back. Did you hear that, Cody? Talent's back, baby! What have I been doing since we last spoke? Let's see. Spiraling into depression. No, seriously though, there was a lot of things that happened in the beginning of September, kind of the end of August, which made it just, oh my god, it just got crazy. Okay, let me tell you that. It got a little crazy. And I was like, I have to take a break because I started rescheduling, I started canceling, I just started being a big old pile of shit, you know? And sometimes that happens. You have that happening. And this is the longest hiatus that I have taken from Talentless Talent since I started it. Thank you very much. I started Talentless Talent in October. No, the idea came to me in October. Girl, you are pushing it 2 months too early. Wait, it is October. Oh my god. So the idea came to me in October of last year, straight in the middle of a quarantine. Can you believe it? Can you believe it's been that long? My god. Will it ever end? Will it ever end? This is the new normal. If this is the new normal, kill me. Put me out of my misery. Well, it is the new normal, so don't take that seriously. Thank you. Hi, Mr. Beans. Mr. Beans is really excited about the beginning, the beginning of Talent's Talent, the return of Talent's Talent. He's having a good time. Every day is a good day. Anyway, I brought this bad boy back. We're back. And I was like, am I going to jump into it with a guest or am I going to do a solo for you guys? And I said, you know what? Y'all missed me. But I miss people. I miss people. That was me slamming down a jar of pickles. I picked it up and I wanted that for emphasis, you know? Sometimes you just gotta have that little to make things work. And that's what I just did. So take notes, baby. If you're listening to this, take notes. Take notes. So what have I been doing? Well, September's been filled with just a lot of awkwardness. Kind of figuring myself out. You know, doing the same old since we started this thing. Trying to figure out, do I have talent? Am I talented at anything? And the answer to that question is still probably not. However, you live and you learn and you figure shit out and you pull yourself up by your Doc Marten shoelaces, and I could have just said bootstraps. I don't know. I had to get so specific. Doc Marten, sponsor me. I'm still drinking White Claw. I actually got an email from one of their teams, and it had nothing to do with sponsoring me. It more so said we were acknowledged that you used our image, and I didn't really think White Claw came for you for that. And yeah, I did use their image for the start of season 30. 30? My god, girlie, we have not been here that long. Chill the fuck out. We did use their image. I used their image in season 2. They didn't tell me to take it down, so I'm not going to do that. And I don't think it said White Claw on it. I changed it to people's name. Oh my god, it does say White Claw. No. So I basically got a premature cease and desist, which I'm not going to cease and desist. If you just sponsored me, we can both make money, okay? I can get free White Claw. You get free... Every time... Here's the deal. Every time I say White Claw on this podcast, you're going to want a White Claw. You're going to want to wet your whistle with a White Claw. I don't make the rules. I just hand them out. There it is. Rule 1. Every time I say White Claw, you drink. We're getting drunk for this podcast. I sure got drunk during it. There is a surprise pickle time. I was pickle time during my own pickle time during this episode. I was out pickled on my own episode, and it was the most beautiful thing that I have ever experienced in my life. So if you ever plan on being a guest on this podcast, take note, baby. Take note, okay? When you out pickle the pickler, you are welcome back any day. And who am I welcoming back? Well, she hasn't been here before, but I will welcome her back in the future. It's Rebecca _stuff of dreams on Instagram if you want to check it out. Yes, I'm standing. Cody, mind your business. I decided to stand when I do these intros because I want to move around and I don't know if there's too much noise or not. But we're back, so you're going to get what you're going to get. Anyway, my guest was Rebecca. Amazing human. I felt like I really got to connect with her and get to know her. She is a Ravenclaw, and you'll figure all that out. Just an amazing human who makes magic. I found out so much about her. It was such a good experience. It's what I want this podcast to be all about. And she brought her fucking A game, baby. She brought it. It was beautiful. It was so much fun. And it's such a good way to bring the podcast back. It really is. What a fun way to bring back talentless talent. You got your Thursdays back. I really hope that you had enough time to catch up on these episodes because I told you. I said, look, I'm going away. I'm taking a hiatus. Here is your time. Don't come to me like, Kylie, I'm just so far behind. You had a month. You had a month to catch up. And now I'm going to bring more action. I'm going to be pumping it out. Right? I took a month break, which means I'm coming back 3 months harder. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I really don't. But we're back, okay? And I had an amazing guest. What a way to pop this off. Am I starting a new season? No, baby. We're not starting a new season right now. We are still in season 2. We are still in the midst of it. T-shirts. One thing I want to mention, T-shirts. You will get your T-shirt. I'm just having a really hard time figuring out how to do it. Okay, I've submitted my design, I've submitted my orders to many, many different places, and none of them has reached back out to me. So listen, if you listen to this podcast and you want to help me out just a little bit, and you have connects or anything when it comes to T-shirts and you want a T-shirt, I will give you a free T-shirt if you give me your connect to make T-shirts. Whether you want that T-shirt or not, I don't know. I don't care. Just help me out. Back to the subject here. It's Talentless Talent. We have an amazing guest. This episode was so fun to do. She even brought me gifts. Okay? It was amazing. She's an amazing person. And I'm not saying that just because she brought me gifts. I'm saying that because just listen to the episode. It's so much fun. She has an amazing amount of energy. She really brought everything that I could have hoped for. And I'm really excited to present you with Rebecca's episode of Talentless Talent. We're back, baby.
Talentless talent.
Talentless talent.
Talentless.
Talent.
Talentless.
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 Talent.
Talent.
Talentless.
Talentless.
Talent.
Talents.
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 Talents. Talentless talent.
Talents.
Talons with the talentless to the talons. Talentless talent.
Talentless talent.
It's talentless talent.
Talentless talent. With Kylie Bills.
I was like, I don't know what's going on.
All good. You have a show tonight too, don't you?
Yeah, I have a comedy show.
Yeah.
At a good old Chameleon. Okay. All right. Just wanted to get that up. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Have you been on a podcast before?
And all the time.
Every day.
Yeah, basically. So, this is my first one in a long time.
Yeah.
No, I've never done one.
I was like, oh, wait, what? It got really convincing there at the end. Wait a second. Cool. So, what I like to do is just introductions. So, if you just want to introduce yourself, and then we'll kind of dive into it.
Sure. My name is Rebecca, and I paint shit with ink.
Hell yeah.
I guess that's originally what called me on here. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the first time that I saw it, I was like, what is this? Is this spit art? What do you call this? Because it's just like a
Essentially.
tube, right? And you just...
No, it's
how
just a
does
straw.
It's
a
a straw.
boba straw, yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's not in the straw.
Yeah?
No.
How did you get into this? What started the boba straw painting?
Well, okay. So long story short, I just was experimenting with a lot of different mediums. I had worked a full-time job for a few years and like wasn't being fulfilled in that, so I approached my bosses and I was like, I need a 4-day work week. And you know, they gave me Mondays off, and I was like, cool, now I have Mondays off, but what am I going to do with those Mondays? So I've always been sort of into creative outlets, usually art or something like that.
Yeah.
And so I was actually just really lost in things and couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. I started with acrylics, I did oil paint, I did watercolors. Those were a bitch, but I love what... We can cuss on here, right?
Yeah,
Duh.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Like I love what watercolors look like, but I did not like them. So when I went to Michael's one sad Monday in my depths of self-discovery, I suppose, I saw these ink bottles and I said, those look easier than watercolors because they're more pigmented.
Oh, yeah.
At least it looked like it. Okay, and I did open them in the store and like test them, and I was like, oh, whoa. Okay, so I bought them and I took them home, and I, instead of researching like how to do this properly, I just started dropping them on a page, and I was like, this shit does not move. So I said, what can I move this around with? And I do a couple things, but the boba straws, that's where it's at.
That's where it is.
Yeah, so I learned a few ways to manipulate the ink that way, and yeah.
Did you ever see yourself going into this kind of medium? Is it something that you've always been wanting to do?
No, I had never even heard of acrylic ink until I was in the store that day.
So it's just completely foreign, and you picked it up and ran.
Yeah, I did.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So when you were younger, did you dabble with art, like creating things? And
Oh, yeah, for sure. I was definitely an orchestrator of different things, whether it was painting my own, painting or whatever. I always was into art and crafts. My mom would do that with us. But I also like to do other just creative outlet things, like organize the neighborhood kids to play like pretend games. My favorite was Robin Hood. Yes. I was always Robin Hood. So
So would you say with organizing all of that, do you feel like taking the lead and kind of figuring out, this is a medium that I've never done before and I want to do it? Do you feel like you've always had that leadership quality when it came to kind of taking the reins of your own art?
For my own art, yeah, definitely. I've always kind of just sought it out myself. Like, I didn't take classes in high school or anything, and it's just always been a side thing that I've been interested in, like a hobby. So.
Is it something you want to take full time?
No. I wouldn't do it full time because it is my hobby, and people are like, why would you not want to do that?
Right.
Because I think it would suck the fun out of it. Just like every job I've had that I have enjoyed, the fun gets sucked right out of it when you have to do it all the time. So,
Total burnout,
yeah,
man.
And I don't want to lose that.
Exactly. That's the biggest struggle with it. Yeah. So do you currently only do it now on Mondays strictly? Is that still...
No, that was actually at my last job. So just coincidentally, I have a new job now, and I was working full time, and I had to fit it in on the weekends. But then we had Corona that came around, and we were closed for 2 months, and that's really when like shit hit the fan for my art in a good way. Like, I painted all the time and really found my path and my style, and everything developed during like April and May of 2020, and from there I've just had to do it on the weekends. But going back to coincidentally, I recently just approached my job again in true myself fashion and said, I'm working too many days and I need to cut back, and now I'm off on Fridays, but I do other work. So painting, like I work on that, so I have some commissions and stuff that I do, but more normally I'm working with Houston, actually doing like video work.
Yeah, I've seen a couple posts about that.
Yeah.
You actually got to go to Joshua Tree?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah. That was like this time last year.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah, that
was it
awesome.
fun?
That was a lot of fun. So weddings are great. I do have a passion for the corporate side of things as well, though. So we got to go to San Diego in April to do something for a bikini line called Steakini. Shout out Steakini.
Oh, hell yeah. Sponsor me.
Yeah, so that was really fun too. So I really love marketing. That's my passion that I would do for a living, and that is what I do for a living. So, you know, being able to create campaigns and think creatively on how we can create content to communicate those campaigns and output those into the world, I think that's artistic in its own right. So
Oh,
I enjoy
absolutely.
doing that.
I think every corporate office, you know, they have to have their marketing department or else they fail. And I think
Oh, yeah.
bringing your own creativity into that helps it a lot.
Yeah.
I remember in quarantine during the pandemic, and I think that a lot of people feel the same way you do, is like that's when your creative brain like kicks on. You're like,
Yeah.
I have nothing to really do.
Right.
Like, you're not getting invited out. You're not going anywhere. Like,
Right.
what am I going to do shacked up all day? But didn't you make little rainbow prisms?
Oh, yeah. So I do a lot of rainbow makers too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that hard? Do you, like, how do you process the way that it's going to look, and what materials do you use with it?
So I use a lot of gold or like gold-filled things like chains. I've mostly been doing air plants, like connecting them to that. They're not that difficult to make. It is just an investment because the pieces are pricey. So like people will be like, well, I could make that myself. Okay, well, by the time you buy all the material, it's going to be way cheaper to just buy mine. So here you go.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, like those are a lot of fun, and I love those because I've always loved rainbow prisms. I like to gift those to people and have them like have rainbows and shit in their house. It like makes your day.
That's really nice. Yeah. And it's like, it you know, it's a Christmas gift. Like, you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
I would accept that. Shit. Like,
Exactly. They're just magical.
right. I don't want your cookies. I don't want any of that. I want something that'll stay forever.
Yeah, I call it like natural glitter.
Oh,
That's
that's
what I call it.
perfect. That is so good.
That's what it is. Like, it's just such a pure happiness when you walk into a room and it's filled with rainbows.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's the gayest room in the house,
And cats
too.
love it too.
Oh,
I don't
do
know.
they really?
Do you have a cat?
Yeah, I have two.
Yeah, what are their names?
Doobie and Jerome.
Oh, those
They're
are
assholes.
so cute. Well, most cats are, but I bet they would love your rainbow makers.
Yeah, let's just watch
you have
it.
one. Yeah. Well, you can like dangle them and like hit it or whatever, and the rainbows move all around the room, and cats go psycho over that.
Chasing them
Yeah.
around. Oh, my God.
They're like this, like vibrating on the ground because they just move like kind of like this, but there are hundreds of them everywhere.
That's amazing. I love that. I want to get one.
Yeah.
I gotta put that on my to-do list, but I'm broke. Just bought a house life. So, yeah, with the rainbow prisms, when I saw that, I was like, that is fucking amazing. And then later on is when I saw the acrylic ink and everything. And there's so many different colors that go into that. How, like, do you start with an outline? How do you kind of go into making one of those?
The acrylic inks. Yeah, so I mean, I just use whatever colors I want, really, but I have somewhat of a strategy at this point.
Yeah.
It depends on if I'm doing like a commission for people or, you know, if I'm just doing something on my own. So if I'm doing a commission, like I'll kind of get a sense of what colors they like. I have a great color test. You want me to test it on you? I'm going to say a color, and then you tell me the first thing that you think of when I say that color, okay? Red.
Anger.
Green.
Nature.
Purple.
My favorite color.
Orange.
Oh, nothing rhymes with orange.
Orange. Orange.
The fruit.
Yellow.
Banana. No, I'm just naming fruits.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. That's not actually a test or anything. I just...
Just had that one in my sleeve. What does that say about me? It means that I cannot think of anything after I think of a fruit, because that's the only thing I'm going to
That's
think
so
about. That is it. Oh my gosh. So with your commissions, my biggest thing that I always want to know, and this is like to get into the depths of it, when you do a commission, have you ever dealt with anybody that you don't want to deal with in your commissions?
So far, no, because I just wouldn't take on the job.
That's smart. I know a lot of people are scared to not take on jobs
Yeah.
because they're like, you know, it's money and I got to do it.
Yeah.
My God, if you don't want to
Yeah.
work with somebody.
Yeah, I guess I have the luxury of not doing that since I don't rely on the income from them. It's all pretty much just goes back into painting or clothes. I like clothes.
Oh, yeah.
Or experiences or whatever.
Have you seen the new, I don't know if you follow fashion, but the new spring line, the 2022?
No.
It is super disco retro.
What?
So it's like a bunch of gold sparkly dresses.
I would love that.
It's amazing. And then they have, my friend showed me these Tom Ford earrings, and they're little like ceramic dolphins. They're like $2,000.
Oh
So
my.
are you kidding me?
What
Right.
Wow.
I can just buy miniature dolphins and put a fucking
Right.
earring holder on it, and it'll be fine.
And by the time you buy all the
Complimentary.
parts, it'll probably still be less expensive. so.
Exactly, exactly. I'm like, no, thank you. But that was like the only thing that I've followed as far as fashion goes. But I can't match anything to save my life.
You
I'm
can't
not-
match.
No, I'm.
You look fabulous right now.
Oh, thank you, thank you. This whole thing. But I've been wanting to wear this skirt for a long time, and I finally found something to wear it with.
Well, you're
so.
rocking it in the fishnets. Like I'm like
Thanks.
netty and leather right now.
I like
it's
leather.
spooky season,
It is
so
spooky
I'm
season.
about it. Just started today officially.
Yes.
I mean, I started right after Labor Day, but people don't find it socially acceptable.
I can't go in
So,
public looking
It
like
is the
this. yet.
season of the witch.
Yes. Or do you have any Halloween plans? Are you doing anything big for Halloween?
I don't know. Like, we just watch scary movies and hang out. Usually my family has a big Halloween party. So
Yeah.
Halloween is huge in, like, my mom's side of the family.
That's awesome.
So we'll have an all-out cabin in the woods. Literally, my cousin lives in a cabin in the woods, and we will have a huge family party there, and it is serious.
that rules.
There are prizes and games and lots of drinking and a big giant ass bonfire. It's probably too close to the trees sometimes, but
Little
it's
spicy.
awesome, and it's kind of scary out there too.
Do you wear costumes?
Yeah, definitely. I have no idea what I'm gonna be though.
I don't either. I have no clue.
Yeah.
I think quarantine wiped like holidays out of me.
Really?
And I'm like, I don't know how to do a holiday anymore.
I'm a huge holiday person, so it won't be wiped out of me. No way.
No.
No, I love Halloween, and then I'm diving right on into Christmas. I just consider Thanksgiving like a big family practice for Christmas.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to scope out who's going to be the
Right.
terrible
Who you still
uncle.
like and who you're not, you know.
Exactly.
Right. And you know, my family's just big on holidays generally. We have practice Thanksgiving also, which is usually 2 weeks or so before Thanksgiving.
like a Thanksgiving
Like a
rehearsal.
whole ass Thanksgiving with everyone that's going to be at Thanksgiving in 2 weeks. But we do experimental dishes.
Oh.
That's fun.
That's smart.
That is how my caramel apple peanut butter pie came to be a family staple.
What?
Yeah.
That, oh my God, that sounds like amazing.
Yeah.
Holy shit. What's your favorite Halloween costume that you've gone as? Favorite outfit?
Oh God, what's her name? Oh my God, it's from the Hateful Eight. That was my favorite one. I cannot think of her name right now.
The Hateful Eight. I'm going to look it
Yes.
up because I want to know.
Oh my
I'm
God,
gonna
why
post
is
it
the
with
name
this.
escaping me?
I don't think I've seen The Hateful Eight. Who's in that? I don't know anything about it. Is it The Hateful Eight? Oh, it's from 2015.
Yeah, it's like a newer movie.
Oh, is that
Oh my gosh, why can't I think of her name?
oh, it's a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Yeah, it's Quentin Tarantino.
Jennifer Jason Daisy?
Yes, yeah.
Is that who it was?
Yeah,
I
so
wanna
I
look
went
it up.
as like her after she gets a little beat up, and my partner, he was just the hangman or whatever. That was so fun. I loved that costume. And my other favorite costume that I've done is just a zombie hunter.
Ooh.
I've had like cooler, like more themed costumes. Like I've done like Ariel and like stuff like that. But there's just something about getting bloody and scary-ish looking that I really like.
It's like the part of Mean Girls when they're all dressed up super slutty and Katie comes in and she's a terrifying monster. Is
Yeah.
that it? Is that the...
Yeah.
Did
that
you wear
girl.
the fur with
Uh-huh,
it?
yeah. I actually sort of made-ish a fur coat from Goodwill and like put fabric on it to make a sort of like a fur coat.
That's
looking
awesome.
Situation.
That's the best part of Halloween, I
Yeah.
think, is making your own
Yeah.
costumes.
I always
figuring
do
it out.
Love
Yes.
it. Have you have a favorite Halloween costume?
I have a couple. So on the Quentin Tarantino train, I was, of course, what's her face from Pulp Fiction? I can't think of her name right now either.
classic.
Yes, it's just a good red. And then I like put the little hole where they like stabbed her with
Nice.
adrenaline. Wallace, Mia. Got it.
Yes.
It came to me. But yeah, I was Dorothy one year, and I like that.
Oh, I was that when I was like 4, and my
Classic.
mom was Glinda.
Oh my God, that's cute.
I remember that she made Glinda's crown out of like poster board, I think. I could be wrong about that. But I just remember going to school that day and being like, feeling like the shit. Like I had on my ruby slippers. I loved my mom. I love my mom.
Yes.
And like she came with me, and I just felt so cool. Like I remember her. It's probably like cooler than like it actually was.
Yeah.
But like I just remember, I was like, she looks just like Glinda.
That is amazing. The Good Witch.
Yeah. it
That
was
is
so cute.
super cool. I miss like being able to go somewhere and showing off a costume though.
I know.
Because we bar hopped before the pandemic, and you could go to bar to bar to bar and just everybody see your costume.
Yeah.
Which was really nice. But I had a Halloween party before, and then my house got super trashed. So I think I'm gonna slow down on Halloween parties. So
Yeah,
the cabin in
that
the
doesn't
woods
sound
sounds
fun.
like a good idea though.
Yeah, that's fun. Go to somebody's house that has a big area outside. Oh, another family tradition that we normally do is go to the witches' ball. So that's always fun, but I don't think we're doing that this year.
What is that? I don't know. What
There's
that
a few of them around town, but we went to one that was up in like Liberty Township area, and usually there's sort of like charity fundraisers, and you just go. It's a women-centric event where you dress like a witch and drink a bunch of drinks with your ladies.
That sounds
It's super fun.
amazing.
It
Yes.
is. And it's usually a few weeks before Halloween, so it doesn't interfere with like plans or anything. So my whole family on my mom's side, all the women would go to that.
That's awesome. That's really exciting.
We like witches in my family. Did
I
you see
love
the
that.
photo shoot that we did?
Yes, and it
Yeah.
is fantastic. Whose idea was that?
That was mine.
Yeah.
Well, the coordinator.
Yes, yes.
My mom wanted to do family photos, and my siblings hate them, and so do I, because they're always the cheesy, like, family photos. Like
the JCPenney photo
yeah,
booth.
and we're like, we're not doing that. I'm like 31. I don't want to do that
Right.
anymore. And so I said, oh, what if we do this? And she loved it. She loves those pictures.
That is so
Yeah.
good. I wish I could get my family together to do a family photo shoot, but they're crazy, so
No,
they would go.
they
would
wouldn't
go
do a
wild.
theme.
Yeah, I don't think they would, but I don't know, with family and like having them involved, they're so far away. Is your family close to you? Like, are you close?
I moved the farthest away, just being down here in Covington, but
Yeah.
they live up in Liberty Township. My sister lives in Westchester, so
That's not too bad.
No.
Like 45
Yeah,
minutes, 40
not
minutes.
bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Did your mom help a lot with your creativity and your outward expression of
Yeah.
yourself when you were younger?
I would say so. She was always very encouraging of that. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that she, like drove it home or anything, but she, does encourage it. Like, there's never going to be a gallery that I have that she's not at, or a place that I'm selling that she's not coming to, or, she has my artwork hanging up all over the house.
I love that.
That part's a little embarrassing, but she has the worst painting that I did. She fell in love with this weird mermaid painting that I did, and she has it hanging in in her guest bathroom, and I'm just like, please take that down. It's so bad.
I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah. She's like, I love it so much.
Is it signed? Did you sign your name on
No,
it?
I never sign my
no.
paintings.
You don't?
No, I don't. I
there
put
a
my
reason?
name on the back. I just think, I don't know. I don't love it for mine, because
Yeah.
I feel like mine is a particular aesthetic, and it takes away from the moment. Like, it's not like painting a portrait
Right.
or something where you want your signature on there. Even if somebody was commissioning, which they have, and asked me to, and I just explain my reasoning. I'm like, I'll do it on the back, but what I do sometimes is include my fingerprints or my handprints somewhere, like, hidden in it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I love that because that's, it doesn't take away, because thinking of what you do create, putting anything in there would
Yeah.
definitely take away from it,
Yeah.
because your eyes, you want it to focus. You don't
Right.
want it to focus on that. And
Yeah,
then-
and it's not about me. When somebody's looking at something that I painted, like, I want them to have their own experience
Yes.
with that. That's why I also use different effect paints, like interference paint, which shifts color to color when you move the paper around. It'll be blue, and then it'll be gone.
Oh, it's
or
like
it'll
Harry
be
Potter.
like, yeah, it'll be purple or it'll be gold. Yeah, I love Harry Potter too, so maybe that's why I like magical shit.
That is so magical. Oh
Yeah.
my god, I love
What
that.
house would you be in? Do you like Harry Potter?
Yeah, I've taken the it's so embarrassing. I've taken
It's not. It's like nerddom now. No, like, you're good.
I've taken the test and I am a Hufflepuff,
Okay.
which is like it's
Wearing your
kind of
house
dead
colors.
on. Yeah.
Perfect.
It is perfect. What's yours?
What do you think?
I would either say Gryffindor or Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw.
Yeah.
Yep.
They have that very you mentioned the word coordinator and they're very coordinated.
Yeah.
With making things happen, I think.
Yeah.
Who is a famous Ravenclaw? Who is in the movie? I don't know anybody. I don't know any Hufflepuffs.
Well, Rowena Ravenclaw is in the movie.
The main, yeah.
Cedric Diggory is a Hufflepuff, I believe.
Isn't
He's
that-
in the Goblet of Fire. The movies don't like do it as justice
as the
you know,
books do,
Yeah.
which is with any movie
Yeah.
and book.
Exactly.
I recently watched Squid Games, and apparently that's based on a book. Have you watched Squid Games?
No, I'm sorry. I know,
crazy.
like, that's such a hot topic. People keep asking me, and I'm like, I don't think I'm going to watch it, though.
It's
It just looks sad and yucky.
It's very sad. It's very sad and yucky. I got my feels. We binged it in like 2 days. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god,
Like,
I
just
hate
the
this.
trailers, like, that sad man, he's like, well, now we're locked stuck here, and we just want paradise. I'm like, oh, it's just like real life. I hate it.
We are stuck.
I'm like an escapist, so I'm like, I don't want to escape to a world where a giant doll is gonna shoot me or
and I
whatever
can't
it does.
escape out of that
Right.
either.
No, that's not where I'm going. I will have
Just wanna turn it
nightmares.
off.
I have
Yeah.
insane nightmares all the time, so I don't need any more fuel for my head.
Are they like night terrors?
Oh,
have
yeah.
you had those, like, where you're like screaming? Like, have you experienced sleep
No,
paralysis?
I like where you can't wake up.
Yeah,
yeah,
and
I
you're-
have, but
you're like-
yes, and I've had like a really terrifying one that is somewhat recurring. 2 really scary ones, but no, I haven't. I don't think I've ever screamed. Yeah, I don't recall that.
I don't.
If I did, I was sleeping.
Yeah. So.
Have you?
No, I've had sleep paralysis before.
Do you watch TikTok?
Yes.
Have you seen that lady on TikTok that like records her sleepwalking? And she like yells.
Yes.
Like her like significant other is just laying on the couch like laughing half the time, or she was like eat potato chips.
There's one she bent over and just
how
went.
is she sleeping?
And I'm like, how? And he's on the couch. I'm like, how do you not freak out
Right.
about this? There was one where she was taking stuff out of her kitchen and throwing it
That's so
in the
insane.
yard. And a neighbor walks by and she's just throwing it out there.
Yes, and it's all like on the night cam, so her eyes like look like rats' eyes. And it's like so creepy.
And her animals are like, what the fuck is
Right.
going on? I've never sleepwalked. Have you ever sleepwalked?
No, I don't think so. Again.
No. Cody has. And I thought he was going to fall down the stairs.
Oh my
When we
gosh.
moved here, because the sleepwalking started to get really bad. And there would be like nights where he just gets up and he wakes up in the morning. And he's like, why am I on the couch?
But
Like,
he
he
doesn't
like,
like do that lady stuff.
no. Well, I wish he did.
Yeah, that'd be really good content.
Yeah, I would put that everywhere against his will probably, but it would go everywhere. I hate sleeping. I don't like the idea of sleep. If I could never sleep, I would never sleep
Yeah, why is that?
because there's so much to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to keep living.
Yeah.
And I feel like when I'm sleeping, I'm wasting time.
Yeah, I could see that for sure.
Yeah. Do you wake up early?
Is 3 a.m. early and then go back to bed after 2 hours not being able to sleep? Then yes.
Does that
That's
count?
usually how my nights go. Like,
Yeah.
I'll fall asleep between like 10, 11, wake up at like 3 on the dot, witching hour, and be awake for like 2 hours, and then begrudgingly like wake up in an hour and a half to go to work. But generally, yeah, I can wake up early.
Do you do anything while you're awake for those 2 hours? You just lay there?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just want to cry and be like, I need to sleep because I have to go to fucking fucking work.
I felt that.
I'm gonna be a bitch all day.
Oh, it's awful. I since I've been working remote, I cannot get out of bed to save my life. Cody,
Really?
you got this. Have you heard of bed
But you
shakers?
hate sleeping.
I know, but I can't get out of bed when I wake up. I can't do it.
Do you do stuff when in bed, like when you wake up?
When I no, like I either have to get up or I'm not. Like I'm gonna sleep.
Okay, so you'd be sleeping.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotcha.
And Cody has a bed shaker.
Mm-hmm.
So like it goes underneath your mattress to
Okay,
wake
so
you
it's
up, and it
literally
shakes
what
your
I'm
bed. Yeah,
picturing.
exactly. And it's like
It's reminding me of like
strong.
a shake weight for some reason. Is it the same creator? And they're like,
Probably.
no one's using this anymore. Let's stick it under a bed.
Exactly. And it's like really uncomfortable, and I will get up and I will hit snooze like 30 times, or I will just let it vibrate me because I'm like I don't want to do this. I don't want to get up.
Some baby shit though, like riding in a car. How's that gonna
Like a
wake
little
you
cradle.
up?
It's
Yeah.
it's violent.
Oh, it's
like
violent.
brrr. It's very
Oh,
aggressive,
okay.
and it's very
It's like a
uncomfortable.
little vibration, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fall right asleep to that.
No, that bad boy, it's crazy. He just bought that a
Oh
couple
my
days
God.
ago, and I'm like, yeah, this will work. This will get us out of bed, and
Yeah.
it has not done justice.
Yeah.
But I want to get one of those sunrise alarm clocks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's nice.
it's like waking up with the sun.
Yeah.
Do you use an alarm clock?
I do have an alarm, yeah. It's my cat. Her name's Gypsum. And she is set just like my phone is, except for she is about 3 minutes early. And sometimes those 3 minutes are very precious for your sleep.
Very important.
And she has this thing where she just wants to lick my hand because it's time for pets.
Yes.
It's like, no, it is not. I don't know where you got this idea.
You said her name was Gypsum?
Yeah.
Where does that name come from?
Oh, my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gypsum. It's like a white mineral. She's a black and brown cat. So.
I was thinking of salt
Yeah.
when you said it, Gypsum.
So I can tell you where it actually came from. I had a list of names for her, and I wanted to call her Gypsy, but I wanted her to have a full proper name,
Yes.
and that to be her nickname. But it's not. So I don't call her Gypsy at all.
Yeah.
I call her Gypsum or Gyps.
Well, the new thing is gypsy is a slur.
Yeah, so I'm also really glad that I didn't
Yeah.
do that. I wasn't going to bring that up, but that's true, and I am aware, so.
Yeah, because I know somebody that has a dog named Gypsy, and every time I was like, I feel a little weird about this.
Yeah.
Mm,
So her name is Gypsum.
cute. Epsom. That's why I thought of salt.
Oh, Epsom.
Epsom salt. What color is she?
She's black and brown.
Black and brown.
Yeah,
Okay.
and like a little bit of red, and she's long hair. She's so fucking
I
pretty.
love long hair cats.
Ugh, I do
But
too.
their hair gets everywhere.
Yeah, just ignore it.
That's what I'm like,
ignore
just
it.
leave that under
It's probably,
there.
like all over me right now. I knew you had pets, so I was like, whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, I just I try to just keep up with it, but I have 2 long-haired cats, so there's no way.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Do you only have one cat?
No, I have 3, but she's the long hair cat. Yeah.
You have 3 cats. What's the other 2's
Yes.
names?
So I have Elsie. She's a black and white cat, and Nova is a tortie.
Oh, I
Short
love
hair.
torties.
Yeah, she's annoying. I hate her. Yeah, it's really sad because she's the sweetest cat in the world, but she's getting a little bit older, as in like, I don't know, 85, and she has a slit in her nostril. She was a street cat, like a badass street cat.
Oh,
When she
shit.
was adopted. Yeah. And so she had a fight wound in her nose, and like over time it's become like sort of a breathing issue for her. And so in the middle of the night, one of the things that I hear between 3 and 5 and sometimes earlier is her either snoring or worse, breathing around the house, which it sounds like a zombie is coming to get me. It's seriously like,
She's like the pug of cats.
yeah, like she cannot breathe. It's so loud. Or if she's drinking water, that's the worst in the middle of the night.
Oh my
It's like,
gosh.
God.
And that's because of the little slit in her nose?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And it's sad. And she'll like sneeze a lot, and like cat boogers get everywhere. I didn't even know cats can have boogers.
I didn't know that either.
They
That's
can.
new.
They can, Kylie. They're all over the walls.
She's rubbing her face all over
Oh,
the
I
place.
found one on a painting once, and I was like, girl, we're going to need to talk about you coming in the art room, because this is not okay.
Oh my god.
I know it was you.
So with the art room, I'm glad you mentioned that, because I was going to ask you, where do you create these paintings? Because they seem kind of messy.
They are so messy. Yeah, so I have a whole room dedicated to it. When I moved in to the apartment this time, or somewhat this time last year, it was Halloween weekend last year. the guy was not renovating. It's still like shitty and from like, I don't know, the 80s it feels like in there. We don't even have a dishwasher. But yeah, so he was putting down carpet over these wood floors that are not super great. And I told him to leave it out of that room because I was going to get paint all over that one. And he was like, oh, are you an artist? And I was like, yeah, sort of. I like to paint and craft and stuff, and I just don't want carpet in here. I don't want to be like liable for it. And he's like, oh, well, I've been looking for a painter to paint the side of a building that I own, to paint like an ocean with a seagull, and like goes into this crazy detailed thing. And he's like, and then if we could like install lights to like light it up. I was like, yeah, I don't do that kind of art, buddy.
I'm out. No, thank you.
That's not me at all.
You can do one of the acrylics on it. Make it.
No, I could not. I wouldn't even want to.
I
paint down.
Yeah. You'd have to be like suspended in air.
Yeah.
Man, landlords are the craziest people. But is he a landlord or is he?
He is, and he's super old.
Yeah.
His name's Everett.
That is an old man name.
He's God, he's gotta be in his 70s, I swear. He owns a lot of properties around like the Green Up area.
Yeah.
Over in Covington, and he is nice sometimes, but other times he is a fucking grump, and they're just like, what did I? Oh my God.
I'm sorry to disturb your
Right.
retirement because there's
Right.
no way he does anything except for those properties.
I know, and he just like wanders around sometimes. Like I just see him, I'm like, what are you doing? Go away.
Does he come into your
weird.
apartment?
No,
That's
just like
good.
around.
Oh, yeah, like a...
Yeah, it's a duplex, so it's like a house.
Oh, so he's just creeping around.
Yeah.
Everett, go home.
I do appreciate him for one thing, though, is that he takes pretty good care of the yard, but there's this side of the house where the driveway is on, and he's let all these wildflowers grow, and they're so pretty.
I love that.
They're like purple and yellow and orange and white, and like good call over it.
Yeah, because most people are like, cut them down.
Yeah.
We just need a green lawn.
Yeah.
And I think that's how houses should be. Have you seen where people have just let their lawns grow, and it's gorgeous?
Have you seen moss lawns?
Yes, I want one.
I know. I love that.
You can literally take moss and put it somewhere.
I know.
Water it, and it'll just keep
It'll
growing.
just be. And
That's
you don't
amazing.
have to cut it. And it's beautiful.
I love
it's like
moss.
fairy lawn.
It is. It is. It's like a fairy carpet. Like,
Yeah.
and you can just
It
relax.
is like fairy carpet.
It's
Oh my God.
perfect.
Yeah.
I would love to be able to do that. I don't know how much time it would take though. Like I feel like that would be a lot of maintenance. Do you imagine
The
painting
moss?
on a fairy carpet?
Oh, painting it?
Yeah, like painting that you have the carpet under you and you're painting. That would give you so much like energy.
Yeah, that would
from
be
the earth.
amazing. I have an idea for my art room.
Oh my God, put moss in it.
Yeah, just put moss in it.
Yeah,
It's
I
an
feel like
old floor.
growing it is the maintenance part, like actually getting the moss and like transporting it and putting it in the ground.
I wonder how hard it is to take care of it.
I doubt it's moss grows anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like keep it cool,
Right.
keep it moist. Ugh.
Are you a non-moist person?
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Moist.
And every time I say it, I feel like I did something bad. I
It's
feel
like a
just
naughty word.
dirty. Yes.
I don't get it. Like moist does not bother me.
What about panties? That one freaks me out.
Words don't really bother me. You know what bothers me are like, or like the organic dried flower things that have pods, like pod holes in them.
Oh
Do you know what I'm
yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
That's
Is
like
it
a
just the
shudder.
holes?
Yes,
Or like,
it's
yeah.
that's creepy to me. No, words don't really bother me though.
What about honeycombs?
Honey,
Like
the word?
Like the honeycomb.
No, honeycombs don't bother me. It's just those specific pod things. They look like they're supposed to have eyeballs in them, and they're missing eyeballs. And I'm not a gore person, so whenever your body doesn't have what it's supposed to, I'm just like, where did the part go?
Put that
Don't
back.
like it. And just in like gory situations, not like, you know, everyday situations.
Yeah, you're normal everyday
Right.
paraplegic.
That's why I don't like gore or torture porn type things.
That's becoming a really big thing again. Is gore.
Torture porn?
Yeah,
Oh.
and torture porn.
I
like
hate that shit.
snuff.
I don't think it's creative. I don't think it's fun. I don't think it's interesting. And I'm very concerned about everybody that wrote that.
What about Saw? Do you like the Saw
No.
movies? No, not
That's
at all.
literally the pinnacle of torture porn to
It
me.
is true. That is very true.
Do you like it?
Oh yeah.
Oh God, no! I hate it. It makes me so sad.
I freak out.
I don't
I
like
like it.
any movies that are people hurting other people, like monsters, I'm great with.
Yeah.
My favorite, giant alligators, giant like anaconda.
Oh,
I'll watch
yeah.
that shit all day. Okay, I love giant animals. The only things that I love where it's people hurting people are like female revenge stories.
Oh, I love that. Like the femme fatale shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I love
Have
that.
you seen Promising Young Woman?
No, but
Watch it.
I would like to.
So good.
Ew.
Yeah.
Are there famous people in it? Is it a famous movie?
Do you like Bo Burnham?
I like Bo Burnham.
He's in it.
Is he really?
Yeah, and there's.
I didn't know he acted.
I'm so bad with like people names.
I feel it.
But there's a other famous lady in there. Oh, and Schmidt
Oh,
from
Schmidt.
New Girl.
Yes.
He's in it for a minute.
Does he do the Schmidt voice? Does he sound like Schmidt?
He's kind of broy like that.
Yeah, I love that
Yeah.
voice. I love New Girl too.
Yeah, and they're like the other guy in there. There's famous people in it. It's like a pretty well-known movie. I think it came out either this year or last year, but it is fucking.
What's it
good.
called? Pretty
Promising Young Woman.
Promising Young.
Do you want me to give
Woman.
you a synopsis?
Yeah, give me a good.
So
synopsis.
basically, it's about you. The scene is set because there's this woman that's drunk at a bar, and like a guy takes her home. She's like completely wasted, and he essentially is trying to rape her, but she comes to because she wasn't drunk after all, and fucking punishes his ass for it.
Ooh.
And then the story goes from there.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is nice. I like that a lot. Do you like scary movies? You like Halloween, so do you like
I like some scary movies.
not like gory scary? So no Saw. What about The Conjuring?
Yeah, so I can do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit. I
Anything
can't.
that's supernatural type, yeah, I love that. But no, not people hurting people. It's sad to me.
It is sad.
You know.
It's so fucked.
I know, which is so crazy. Like, you like that, but you don't like supernatural. Like, that's so crazy because it's like, well, one's not gonna happen.
You're right.
And the other one could. So.
There's just that scene in The Conjuring where the woman is on the wardrobe, and I feel like I'm gonna wake up and that woman will be on my wardrobe.
Well, she won't, I promise. But you know what? That guy from Saw could take you somewhere and play a game with you.
I was reading comments on a video the other day because this will resonate with that, where they like release the like serial killers at like a haunted house, and they all go out, and like everybody's like, I don't do haunted houses because like what if one of them like snuck his way in. And now I'm like, I can't do haunted houses anymore.
I don't do them for that very reason.
That's terrifying. I
is.
did one like 3 years ago. It was a lot of fun, and then I saw that, and I was like, no,
Yeah.
because that is a complete. People are crazy enough to do that
Right.
kind of shit.
How do you feel about like true crime? Do you like that?
It depends. I followed that Gabby Petito case
Slightly,
very
yeah.
hard,
Okay.
and now, but like my network that I'm on, the Oracle Network, their podcasts are all true crime,
Okay.
which is really cool. But
So
it
you
depends.
definitely like true crime.
Yeah, yes. But it depends on the case. I think the Gabby Petito one was just, it was so big and everybody was talking about it. I was one of those cringy Tumblr serial killer girls that was like, oh, Ted Bundy's cute.
Oh gosh.
I had a rough childhood.
Aww.
No, it was literally just like with my friends. My
Yeah.
friends really big into it. But yeah, true crime I can fuck with. Do you fuck with true crime?
Yeah, I can. I listen to podcasts about it mostly. I don't really watch documentaries on it or anything, but
Yeah.
I just always wonder because I feel like, especially with women, it's so popular, and like, you know, the guys that I know will be like, "Well, why do you like that?" And I'm like, I don't necessarily like it. It's more of just like learning and warning because
Informative.
I have to fucking deal with this shit.
Yeah, and that's a big criticism is like
Yeah.
white women are like the main people that watch the true crime and they're
Yeah.
the main victims.
They are, and it
of
is
it.
scary because it is real. Like,
Yep.
I know, like, yeah, it's scary. Okay, so speaking of you, we were watching You. Like, we just started that, and that is scary, but it brought up, like, this, like, you know, he's just talking about, like, you know, just saying, like, that's so crazy that women have to deal with that. And I'm like, bro, you don't even know. Like, there are some cray-crays out there. And I showed him these messages that I got from this dude. Okay, so I've never hung out with or talked to this person. He used to work with me at an old job.
Oh God.
And it just, like, gets crazy. Do you want to look at it?
Yeah, I want to look at it.
It, like, is, like, and, you know, so I do listen to My Favorite Murder.
Yes.
And they have many sayings that are very handy, but one of them is fuck politeness,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and that is definitely something that I do, like fuck politeness, because if I were polite to this guy, like who knows what would happen, but you feel like guilty on some levels, like if somebody like is seemingly like
I'm just
asking
trying to
for
be,
help
oh
or, like,
girl,
trying
you
to be
handed this
friendly
me
or-
and it was a full paragraph.
Yeah.
Are you
Just
kidding
scroll.
me?
Just-
Can I read these?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't do Facebook.
Just don't say his name.
I haven't had the chance
he
to
might
talk
come
to you that much. I'd like to get to know you and see if we have anything in common. I'm not asking you out. I'd like to be friends. Then more later if it happens. Then more later if it happens. There we go. I wanted to ask if you are even seen anyone or have a boyfriend. I think you're pretty and now I just need to get to know you. I'm extremely shy, by the way. That's a red flag. That was a red
Right,
flag.
right.
No, thank you. I think you look beautiful. No need for all the makeup.
Right.
So he insults you.
Yeah.
What?
I don't even wear that much makeup.
Oh my God. And then 2 days later, there was no response. If I don't see you tomorrow, I hope you have a happy birthday.
You can scroll because it goes on for a year.
A week later, stressed out.
Yeah. And he like.
No response.
No, I haven't even accepted the message, so please don't.
It's my hormones.
Like you see, I have not even accepted these. We're not friends or anything.
This was like 2 days later. Another long paragraph. You're a real nice friend who acknowledges me and talks with me. And you worked with him?
Yeah.
It's not like you talked to him because you want to be
No.
friends with him.
I didn't. I was a marketing director for a restaurant. He just worked at the restaurant. I didn't work in the restaurant. I worked for like corporate.
Oh my God. So yeah, that was April 16th. And then like, what? 3 days later, stressed out.
Yeah, again.
Again. And then a whole nother paragraph about hormones again. Beat myself up, stressed, unloved, sad, feel like dirt.
And this is the part where like you kind of feel like, do I talk
say
to him?
something?
Like,
Yeah.
And like I did bring it to people's attention, like upper management and stuff, and they were just like, "No, he's just a nice guy," because that's what he was.
A nice guy.
He was a nice guy. 'Cause
Oh.
when people say Ted Bundy, this is the dude I think of because I'm like, I don't know where he is in life right now, but everyone was like, he's a nice guy, and I'm like, he's not a nice guy. Look at these weird things he's saying to me. I haven't even accepted these messages, and it goes on for a year. And then again, like 2 years later.
Yeah, so like he's just saying like 6 more paragraphs. He's talking to himself.
Yeah.
If a girl that is single has interest in me or thinks I'm attractive, please just tell me. Sir. Stressed out. I hate Facebook. And then it goes on and on and on and on and on. Just do it. Just say yes. You won't be seeing me that much anymore, if not at all.
That's when he got transferred to another store because they started taking the situation more seriously.
Oh my God. I have the option now to finally just say, screw you too. See you later, crap.
He's lying.
And then
Spoiler alert.
literally the next day, I'm not doubting myself anymore. I'm doing my best. I need your help. I need your help. Ew. Rebecca, these are scary.
I know. That's what I'm saying. And guess what? He was the guy that people liked. They were like, he's a nice guy. I was like, he's not a nice guy. And I knew that after 2 weeks of working there. I was
Yeah.
Like, no.
Watch Possession of Michael Caine. Did you look that up? Do we know what that is?
No.
What is it? What if it's about...
I did look it up just the other day when we were looking at these messages, but I forget. But it is like a crazy person show or something. I forget.
He's like, you're the only person I share with. I trust you after not messaging him back for
Right.
5 months. And then his last message, you suck.
Yeah, years later.
Years later. Do we know what he's doing?
No, I don't know anything about him. I don't want to know.
I want to make sure I didn't accept those because now I'm
my
scared.
God. You didn't.
Okay, thank God.
See, it says like block decline. These are in my other box.
So
Message
you
requests.
never accepted them,
No.
and then he kept going.
Yeah, we were not even friends on Facebook. You know how you have like that's what was in my others box, you know?
Oh my God.
Yeah. If any of you ladies don't know about your others box on Messenger, get on there because I guarantee you have a bunch of creepy ass dudes hitting you up on there.
I go through and delete them because they freak me out.
Yeah.
They're very terrifying. I can't. There was a guy that added me on Snapchat after I started the podcast, and all he sent me was like a picture of his face, but it just had red Like, he drew red over his face.
It's like cover his eyes or
Like,
be weird.
I don't know. And I don't know who it is, and it freaks me out to this day. Like, I can't deal with it.
Men are so weird. You know who doesn't act like that? Ladies.
Very
They do
true.
not.
They get the hint. They get the
do.
hint.
Yeah.
As soon as it's like a no or go, they figure it out.
Right.
And I don't think I've met a very harassing female.
Right.
Like, where nonstop.
Right. I was talking about this with my coworkers the other day because we all get like catcalled and shit on the way to work. We work downtown. Happens all the time. Like, you know, not to be cliche, but like a lot of construction workers, or it's not normally like businessmen or whatever. It's just like the people walking around the street doing whatever they're doing. They'll catcall you. But my new marketing coordinator at work, she said that I think she said that people, when they're catcalling you, you bark back at them.
Oh my God, yes. I've seen that trend.
I've not seen that.
It is so good.
I need to give that a go.
Because people think you're fucking nuts.
Right.
And then they leave you alone. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah, and
this is fine.
That's what my mom always taught me. And my sister is like, if some crazy person comes to you, like act crazy to them, throw your hands in the air, start making ugly faces, and scream.
Try to pee your pants if you can.
Yeah.
Go all
away.
out. Yes. I love that. All right. So, do you know about pickle time?
I do.
Okay. We're going to do pickle time.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, we got the Van Holten's hot pickle. Hot and spicy.
Pickle time.
I'm going to do pickle chips because that is my go-to.
Okay, well, I also am a self-proclaimed experiential dining expert.
What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, it's my own title that I made up. It means like
That's a
I like to
good
take dining experiences to another level. Like if you remember, like Houston's party with all the fast food, or like
that was good.
The dip.
That
So
was good.
Yeah, so just like I like to make food like a lot of fun. So I brought some props.
Yes! Ah!
I hoped you would partake with me.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
mean, I know you have like a show after this, but like
Oh
I'm
my
moving to Kentucky.
God.
I'll, you know, I'm trying to be like more like a Kentucky kind of girl, and I
Yes.
know that Kentucky girls like bourbon.
We're
I
doing
thought we'd do a pickle
picklebacks.
bag. Exactly.
I'm so excited. Oh my God. This is the best pickle time I've ever experienced.
And it's fancy, okay? This is Woodford, okay? It says Kentucky bourbon on it, okay?
It is Woodford, is it really?
Yeah, it's a BB bottle.
Oh my God.
It's so cute.
I'm very excited.
I've never had a pickleback, so I'm actually a little scared.
I'm really excited for you.
Should I do? That's why I wanted the bag. Should I do the hot juice?
Yeah, the hot juice will be fine.
Okay, I think it'll be
Wash it
actually
down.
super delicious.
I'm going to pour my pickle juice in the shot glass
Yeah, me too.
and take it from this one. Are you mixing it?
Yeah, it's a pickleback.
You're mixing it? I've never mixed a pickle bag. You getting
I Googled
spicy.
this before I came here, and that's what it said to do.
Did it? All right, I'll listen to Google and I'll mix it too.
You don't have to.
I'm doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Solidarity, baby.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
Why is my pickle juice like
Why did I do this?
clear? This pickle juice, I feel like it should
You
be
want some
green.
spicy?
It's just boys. All right.
Oh, my God. If I start coughing, I will lean away.
It's part of the
Cheers. Thanks for
experience.
inviting me.
Cheers, baby. Oh, this is so exciting. This is going to make the show a lot better, that's for
Woo.
sure.
Ooh. That's not bad with spicy.
It's not bad.
You should want spicy.
Is the spicy good?
Yeah.
I'm going to do another one. I'll mix it with the spicy.
You're about it. I love it.
This is very exciting. You are, what was it again?
An experiential dining expert.
You need to make that a real job. 'Cause that's legitimate. Pour some of that bad boy in
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
Give me some juice.
You said fuck the carpet, right?
Yeah.
Say
I'll rip that
when.
bad boy out. Look at that. It's a little Capri
Good.
Sun.
It is like a little Capri Sun.
Oh,
It's
man.
so cute.
Oh, it smells so good.
Do you have a pickle tattoo? Okay, I was just checking.
Holy shit.
That's good, right?
That is really good with the spicy. That's really
Yeah.
spicy.
The Woodford helps.
I made my, yeah, this is a pickle tattoo.
Okay. Oh.
It's a jar of
I
pickles.
thought I remembered that, but I was like, maybe
Yeah.
not. But if
it's
anyone's gonna have a pickle tattoo, it'd definitely be pickle time lady. Of
Thank
course.
you.
So I
Thank
do
you.
have like a question. Why
Yeah.
pickles? Why?
My last
can I
name.
ask that?
Yeah.
Oh, cause Dills.
Dills.
Hello.
Mhm.
Wow. And you just like love pickles also. Does anyone in your family hate pickles?
No. Yes.
So- oh.
My brother does. My
Wow.
brother does not like pickles.
out of rebellion or?
I just think he doesn't like anything. So like anytime we would
Okay.
get food, it'd
That's
be
my
like
brother.
plain.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's my brother. He's ventured out now though. Like he'll do like a quesadilla instead
Oh,
of like a
shit.
taco. Yeah.
Yeah, because he was all ramen for the longest time.
Wow.
But like with the pickle, I think the pickle thing, not to go a little deep, but it was to take back my identity, basically. Because in high school and junior high and all that stuff, I distanced myself from my family. Like, I didn't want to be in anybody's shadow. I'm like, this
Sure.
is my ride, not
So-
yours.
Where are you in the siblings?
Me and my older brother were like best friends.
Okay.
He used to live with us, and then my younger brother is 22 and he has 4 kids.
Oh.
He's a busy fucking
Yeah.
bee, dude.
Yeah, well, continue on.
Yeah,
I'm
but
interested.
I was always called dill pickle growing up, and I was like super embarrassed about it. And I
Aw.
was like, I didn't like it. But now that I'm older, I'm like, that's my identity. That's who I am. And there it is. I've now come to terms with who I am, so
Yeah, it's
I'm
kind of cute.
comfortable with it. Thank you.
I think pickle
Thank
time's
you.
pickle time.
Do you have tattoos?
No,
No?
I don't, and
Do you
I'm
want
not.
any?
I'm not against them at all. All of my siblings have tattoos. I'm
Mm-hmm.
the only one that doesn't. And I am so glad that I personally didn't get any because they would have been really dumb.
Would they have been bad? Do you remember any?
I'd
of
have been
your
covered in
ideas?
Paramore quotes. Not gonna lie, I am so glad I just. I'm essentially just afraid of needles.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
There is one tattoo that I would love to get, which is like, and I don't even know if it's possible. I have been looking for somebody that could do it, but how the rainbow makers project the prisms.
Yeah.
I would want a prism, like
That would be cool.
an actual, like, make it look like it is a prism on my arm.
There are people that can do that.
Okay, well,
You should
send them to me.
get it done. You should get it done.
I think it would be really cool, and that would be meaningful and something that I would never regret. But like, that's what you get when you let your heart win. I would not.
No!
Personally, I
Full
would not love
circle.
that. But if somebody has that and they love it, like, that's great. That's just not for me anymore.
Yeah, I know somebody that has the full butterfly chest piece from that one album. Yeah. And like that's bold. You put that in
Yeah.
the middle, but thankfully they're still a really big. They're hardcore about it.
I was never like super a huge Paramore fan or anything, so I was more just like angsty, and I was like, this lyric is for me, and I need it on my body forever as a reminder
Yeah.
of that's what you get.
Okay, so I wanted to show you. There's 3 things that I have queued for us.
Okay.
This one is Levi the Furby King. Do you know anything about him?
No, what?
All right, it's
Hold
one
on.
of my favorite TikTok accounts.
Do I need my glasses for this?
Maybe, because you want to see it, but I want it
Like a
to.
blind old lady.
Usually I play it on the computer, but I'm scared of my
I have
desk.
amblyopia, so that means I'm nearsighted and farsighted.
Oh, both? You got the both?
Yeah, in both eyes. It's very weird.
Okay.
Gromit! Wake up, Gromit! Come on, Gromit! We've got to hide the body! There's no cheese and crackers in prison, Gromit! Now come on! Gromit! Wake up, Gromit!
What is happening?
I just want to show you these accounts.
Butterfly in the sky. Go twice, I can go twice the sky. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow.
They should adopt that as their new intro, first of all. That is dope. The first one, I don't even know what happened in that first one.
I don't know what's going
I
on.
was just like, what the? What?
Oh, and then there's this one.
Oh, God.
Have you seen
Berries and cream. Berries and cream.
I am now stuck in the berries and cream TikTok, and I can't leave.
I haven't seen it. I just know that guy. He haunts my life.
Oh my god, I have gotten a haircut where I've looked like the berries and cream guy.
Oh, no.
Where like this was super short, and then it like
Was it when Berries
flared
and Cream was
out.
out?
thank God no, it was like 3 years after.
Oh, so people knew who he was.
They knew, but
Oh, no.
he became irrelevant by the time. But if I still had that haircut today, I think I would just off myself. I think it would be over. But with that, TikTok, what do you say about making Furby art?
Furby art?
You just do stuff for Furbies. Put them in your prism.
Oh my god. I mean, yeah. Why not? I love Furbies.
Were you a Furby kid? Did you like Furbies?
I actually now have 45 Furbies. Yeah.
What?
No. But yeah, I did love Furbies as a kid.
Oh my god! I wish you did. Just lug them over here like you did with the Woodford. By the way, I brought you my Furby collection. Furbies are some of them go for a lot of money.
Yeah, mine was like the basic gray one, but when I got it, oh my god, it was everything. Oh god, yeah, Furby was.
But they would like wake up in the middle of the night and be like, "Hello."
Yeah,
I need to go back to bed.
Nothing was scarier than my Pocahontas clock that would like go off in the middle of the night.
That's you throw it away. It's haunted.
Yeah,
it's cursed.
Horrifying.
I have no cursed items, thankfully. But like one thing I'm big about is not buying mirrors in a thrift store.
Oh yeah,
you are not going to catch me because there is probably a spirit living in that mirror, and we're not doing it. We're not doing it. It's terrifying. Okay, so the other thing that I wanted to show you, since it is pickle time, let me find it.
Yeah, pickle.
Usually I email it to myself, but like my computer had so many issues today. Oh, it was awful. But thank you for being patient. It actually fit. Cody hit a button and was like,
I know, and I saw him.
I'm like, why can't you be like my roadie guy? Just sit in the corner. When I ask you to pull something up, pull it up. And then we live happily ever after. So now I can't find it. Oh, no. That wasn't it. Nope. Have you ever had a catalytic converter stolen out of your car?
I have not. I've not experienced that, no.
Thank God. Be careful, though. It happens around here a lot.
Oh, my gosh. I had a chair stolen off my porch this week.
What?
Yeah, it was just a camping chair. But still, I was like, who did that?
Why? If you wanted the chair, why couldn't you just ask?
Right.
You just had to take it.
Just don't take my chair.
Oh, my God.
I hope whoever needed it is using it.
Here it is. You mentioned you like fashion.
Yeah.
And apparently this is a trend that's going to be coming back in style.
Oh, God.
And I want to know how you feel about said trend.
Well, leather pants. Oh, God.
Yes.
You know, I love the leather pants, so
and
here
it's
I
the
am.
snake skin leather pants.
If there's any animal I want to wear, it's definitely a snake. Just with the gym shoes. I'm like, I love the androgynous look. I'm like, is that a guy? Is that a girl?
I like that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that.
Is it for me? No. Is it for like even Cincinnati? I'm gonna say no. But yeah, I'm gonna go with no. I don't like it.
Yeah, and I feel like they put them on backwards.
The thong?
No, the pants. I think it's supposed to cut down into your pubis.
I was picturing like the front also down that way, but like with the laces.
Oh, like rock star?
Yeah.
That is hot. How do you wear leather? I can't.
Oh, feel the
I
inside
get
of these.
sweaty. Oh, you ain't getting that sweaty.
No,
those are noise.
It's soft and cozy. It's like a blanket in these. These are my leather sweatpants, essentially.
Oh, do they zip?
No, they're just...
Oh my God, I love those.
Yeah.
Where'd you get those? Those are comfy looking.
TJ Maxx.
Yes. Cody went shopping today for clothes, and I was like, you need to just go straight to TJ Maxx.
Yeah, but not the one around here. It sucks.
Is it bad? Is it the one in,
Go to the rich people area in Rookwood.
Ooh.
That's where the fancy shit is.
Is that where the nice stuff is?
Yeah.
I want to get
Go
skincare
on a Wednesday.
stuff.
I'm a Maxinista.
Oh, yes. Sponsor us.
I am sponsored. Yeah, so you need to go on Wednesday because that's when they restock everything.
Yeah.
And that's when they move all the sale items to the sale rack.
Fuck, you know, you are a Maxinista. You weren't kidding.
Yeah.
That's a thank you. I'm going to keep that in mind because I need to go shopping soon.
Yeah.
All of my, I don't have like good fall shoes. I found these after we moved and I forgot about them. Thank you.
They're good staples.
Yeah.
Yeah. TJ Maxx has been slacking on shoes, but like clothes, they've been doing great. So yeah, I just go up after work, grab a couple road seltzies, head on up to the rich ladies neighborhood, and go on in there.
Do you like thrifting?
I used to, but no, I don't do that anymore. Not that I'm against it. I'm just like, I was like near Hamilton before this, and it just never felt like clean. And I yeah, no.
The Goodwill in Bellevue, that's dirty.
Is it?
It's a very dirty
I
thrift
just don't
store.
like shopping dirty.
It's very dirty.
Yeah. And when I was younger, like I think in high school or something, my family got bed bugs from my brother's friends. And so like I'm always so terrified of that. Like I'm like going to hotels, like looking under the mattress, looking in all the creases. I'm like, I'm fucking bed bugs.
Did the friend know that he had
horrible.
bed bugs and then came over?
I don't know.
Spicy.
Yeah, I don't know. But he was so young, so like maybe he didn't know. But they were only in the one room, so they didn't spread throughout the house or anything, but still just like the thought of that was like enough to be like,
No, my dad brought home speakers once from the side of the road, and they had bugs in them. They had the bed bugs in them, yeah.
In the speakers?
Yeah, and he
They're
was an
getting into speakers
exterminator.
now?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, God.
And he was
a couple years ago, I heard you could smoke that shit.
You can he was a bug exterminator.
Yeah? Your dad?
Yeah, and he brought home bed bugs. And then we had him
That's
for
so
18
ironic.
months.
Oh my gosh,
He
what?
said, I'm not getting bit, so I don't think we have them.
And you're like, 1, 2, 3.
Right? Literally, they're in a row, baby. And then, like, we had to put everything in
Oh my God,
bags.
it's like making my nose itch thinking
Oh,
about it.
yeah, it's awful. And then we had a roommate that brought them in
Just not cool.
that knew about them and didn't tell
What?
us.
That's rude.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, you can live here. And then 6 months later, they move out, and me and Cody are sitting on the couch. I'm like, what is on your chest? It's like, what? It's like, what the fuck is that? And then it was what it was. And we didn't know where it came from, so we checked everything. Like, the room that they were staying in was empty, and so we didn't think to check that. And then Jerome, one of my cats, pooped, and it was like a bloody poop, and we were like, oh, is everything okay? So we kept the litter box in there.
Yeah.
So, like, we went to go check his poops to make sure he was doing okay.
Right.
And, like, Cody put his hand on the wall and was like, wait, we didn't check this room. I was like, what? And there was still, like, some furniture that they left in there. Open the drawers, bed bugs. There was an entire, like, area of the wall where a mattress was pushed up against.
Oh, God, they're just awful.
It was the worst thing. Thankfully, our landlord was cool about it because we caught him immediately. We were like, yo. Well, the other thing is, like, we had a party.
Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah. And
That
didn't
sucks.
know before we knew
So you had to,
about
like,
it.
tell everybody?
Yeah, like before we found it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
everybody's gotten the lowdown on that shit. And then we had to get rid of everything pretty much. I was like, I'm not dealing with this shit again. No.
Yeah, no.
No.
Yeah, and yeah, I don't ever place blame because they're just like little critters that get in there, but still, it's just like, it sucks.
It sucks. It sucks.
It sucks. It
And then-
doesn't mean you're dirty. It doesn't mean you're gross. They just happen. They spread.
Right.
Like, it's they're gross.
the dirty and gross thing is having them and knowing that you have them
Yeah.
and not telling
Yeah.
the people you're living with that
Right.
you have them. Because we didn't have anything. Like, it wasn't on our bed. It wasn't in our couch.
Right.
There was nothing.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you mean to tell me that these little bugs been living in this dresser and you fucking see it? So what the fuck?
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people that have had their experience. I mean, the Midwest is like the pandemic for bed bugs.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's like never ending.
Yeah, they say like I've had people be like, well, I never worried about bed bugs until I moved to Cincinnati.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, well, here we are.
We have bed bugs. We have a whole saying about it. Don't let the bed bugs bite. We don't. It's just not made up, okay?
Right,
It's not like
there's a
sugar plums
reason.
dance in your head. No, it's real.
Oh my god. Okay. So this was the other thing that I wanted to show you, and I just thought it was funny, and
Oh, they can. Wow. Is that like from that branding guy? There's this guy that does like hilarious branding, like rebrands.
what? I hope so.
Oh my god,
I'm
I
gonna
love
follow
any
him.
sort of marketing humor like that. So
Yes,
That's
eat that
spot
up.
on.
Yum yum yum. Cannibals, human soup. So funny.
cooking for spooky season.
Spooky. I am really excited for it to get cold, though. Do you like summer?
No, I hate summer. I hate it. It's horrible. There's nothing good about summer. What's good about it? Sunshine, pools? No, fuck that.
Fuck a pool, bitch.
Yeah.
We want
I
to
don't wanna
get
do that.
cold.
Right.
Okay, now it's time to explain that photo.
Okay.
Have you heard this?
No.
We look at your Instagram
Okay,
and you
yeah.
have to explain one photo from it. Do I want to do your personal or your art one
I don't know.
One from both. That photo shoot's so good. I just pulled this up and it's really good.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go. Aw, these are cute. These are cute photos. I'm a fan. Let me find it. That one's
Oh,
not.
so you have something in mind.
Yeah.
So you stalked
I
me.
creep, okay?
Oh
I
my
creep
gosh.
in. That guy that was in your DMs, that was me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I will not accept.
Nope. We are not doing it. Oh, God. Let's see. Oh, here we are. This is
curious what
from
you're
March
gonna pick.
23rd, 2015.
Okay.
And it's 3 cans of PBR.
That's so random. I have no idea. First of all, it's not 3 cans. It's a can glass. And I was classy.
Oh my
with
God.
PBR. That's what I'm remembering now. So that is a canned glass. And I was trying to show everyone back in that year of what you said. 15?
15? Yeah.
That I was classy. And I'll have you know that if you add a twist of lime to a PBR, it is divine.
No way. What?
Yeah, it actually is really good. Especially if you drink it out of a PBR shaped glass.
That is a nice glass. You still have that glass?
Yeah, I think I do.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. All right, now I'm doing the art one. Let's find it. These are so good.
That used to be like my cheap fancy beer when I would go out like about that time. I'd be like, I'll have a PBR with like a lime wedge.
Did anybody be like, excuse me?
No.
Ma'am? A lime? Is that what you just said?
They probably did, to their coworkers.
They, like-
this bitch over here. Jeez. I worked in a restaurant for like 6 years. I know how it is.
Yeah, they went home and tweeted, this bitch just ordered a lime with a PBR. Yeah. What the fuck? Okay, here we go. This one's my favorite because purple's my favorite color.
Okay.
And I just kind of want you to explain like the process with
Oh
that
my
one
gosh.
and your
Okay.
thoughts and feelings.
Totally will. So that was through my experimental phase, and that was when I was loving acrylics, which I still love acrylics. My favorite medium is acrylic paints. And the reason is because you can get all up in that shit and it will just come right off. So literally I would buy giant size canvas, like huge, 36 by 48 or like bigger. Like I don't even know dimensions. I'm not a mathematician. I never claimed to be. Big numbers of inches, taller than me. And I would just go to town squirting huge tubes, semi-strategically, of acrylic paint and just like pour them out on the canvas. And from there I would get down on my hands and knees and like use my hand to like manipulate the paint. And
Wow.
not only does it feel like straight out of childhood, like finger painting, that like feeling that you get when you're having like foam or like paint or like putty or Play-Doh through your fingers because it was so thick the paint was, but it's so cool to like be manipulating all these colors if you choose correctly and you unveil like these really amazing moments. Like, so that's why I snapped that one, just that wisp of the white with the gold
mixing.
and the purple. It is so majestic. I still have that painting right like now. I have that painting, and I think that is a
'Ma'am.
a 4 foot by 2 foot. I know it might be like 3 by 4. It's long.
So it's a big boy.
It's long, yeah. And I've started to paint flowers over it, and I swear one day I'm gonna finish it. But yeah, that was one of my big things for a while right before I found the acrylic inks, was doing those like sort of hand painting. And I wouldn't use like my fingers and stuff. Like I would literally like palm
The
it.
whole hand, yeah.
And really just push it like with the palm of my hand, and it created such magical moments. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. But I started feeling like it was a little too just like, there wasn't the depth that I was searching for. Like, I called my Instagram The Stuff of Dreams for a reason. Like, I was seeking something that like was so dreamy to me, and that's what I set out to create. And when I made my Instagram, like, it was like a while, like years ago. So it wasn't like when Instagram was too terribly popular. And I've deleted things, like, so it doesn't like date back all the way, but I made it like just for myself so I could document like my journey. And so that was like a huge part for me, was going through that acrylic medium. And lost my train of thought because the pickleback, but
You still have that one?
that painting,
Yeah.
I do.
And you're adding stuff to it.
Yeah, I have added like flowers on top, and I want to have it like completely billowing with flowers.
Yeah, if you want to get rid of that, I'm your girl.
Well, maybe when I finish it, maybe. So I have had somebody want to buy it, and I'm just like, I'm not done with it. Oh, that's what I was saying, was I set out to paint something that was super dreamy.
Yeah.
And I still don't feel like I've, like, quite accomplished that.
Hit that yet?
Yeah, I'm still seeking it.
Yeah, well, you just entered into your own gallery, basically, right? Isn't that is that Oakley that it's at?
That is in Hyde Park
Hyde Park,
Square,
okay.
so, like, a really nice place to have higher priced art. It wasn't hard. Anyone could do it. I mean, I just applied, and they look at your art and see if they would like to accept you, and it's free to do. They do keep a commission if you sell anything.
Yeah.
There I did not sell anything, but I had people go to the gallery and see things and message me directly, and they bought them after the gallery.
Oh, hell
because
yeah.
they were, like, savvy to knowing, like, there's going to be price markups because of that. And I did tell them that I was going to have my less than gallery prices sale, which I did do. And I sold quite a few pieces that day. I was pretty shocked.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It was a little sad, but, you know,
So
they
you
go
just,
to good homes.
what, you sent an email? And you're like, hey.
Yeah. So I just started researching, like, earlier this year, like, places to put art. So I have, like, a couple places, but that place is Awakenings in Hyde Park. So it's a coffee and wine bar. They do one artist for a full month, and they leave all of your stuff up. I actually found them in a very resourceful Facebook group called Oakley and Hyde Park Moms. And those bitches know everything going around.
Why are you in that Facebook group?
Kylie, please. It's because of my children.
My mini spawn.
Yes. My 3 and 4-year-old. You know, I just needed some tips and tricks. No, for real, I applied to that, like, a few years back, like, because you had to, like, fill out a questionnaire and everything. I really did it to spam my superhero and princess group at the time, because I own a character company that's called Super Parties, and they go to, like, children's birthday parties.
I didn't know about that. What?
It's super DL for me, because I've really stepped away from that.
Yeah.
And I have I started that in 2014 or 15, and yeah, from there, like, over the past 3 years or so, I've been very much transitioning it to an amazing woman that I hired as one of my first performers. Totally love her, and she is actually, I just had my work hire her as my marketing coordinator.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's how much I like her. So.
Do they need a clown? I'll be a clown.
No, it's just like, you know, TV characters, but
yeah, like Elsa and
yeah,
that shit.
I'll show you.
I want to see it.
Elsa, Anna, the Works.
I didn't know that. That's
got
wild. That's crazy.
Yeah, they are actually picking up a lot now. Like, she's so busy. She was texting me just today about, like, I need a banner for this Lego thing that we're going to. There you go. They're, like, legit.
Super parties.
Her name's Traley. She really took this to the next level, and that's why, you know, it was really when I started my art journey a little bit before 2020, and I was just like, I can't do this part of my life anymore. I was spread too thin, and it's in such great hands with her. I do very little with it anymore.
They look like real characters.
Yeah, aren't they pretty?
That's crazy. What a job, man.
Yeah.
That would be so fun.
And I got so lucky because we hired so many dedicated people that most of the staff there has been with me since the beginning.
Damn.
Yeah, especially Traley.
And they just like dressing up and hanging out. Do you like kids?
No. I like some kids. Have you, like, I love some TikTok children. Like certain kids on TikTok.
There's
so cute.
The ones where it's the kids in school and he's like, hey, I can't remember her name. Are you smart? And she's like, yes.
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's really cute too. I love this. So, like, generally, no, I don't super love children. But there's this girl that I saw that was, like, eating the block of cheese. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
And she's like, that's cheese, Harriet. And she's like, cake? You're like British or something.
I really like the other girl that's like, I freaking love bats.
Yes.
Smell like beef.
She's like, it's Halloween, or it's freaking bats. I love Halloween.
It was so good. Freaking bats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like kids. That's crazy that, like, that's a kid business, right? Like,
yeah, it is.
That's for kids'
again,
birthdays.
it's just like, I love to make magical moments. So We had a program called Picnic with a Princess where we made this amazing, like, took this park shelter and, like, draped all of these big flowy chiffon curtains and stuff from it, and had, like, this endless buffet of desserts, including, like, miniature pancakes that you got to decorate with any topping you could imagine. And Anna and Elsa hosted it, and it was amazing. So I just love to create magic, just generally speaking. Like, whether it's, like, for kids to come up and be like, Mom, this is really where Princess lives. Like, that melts my heart. I don't care who the child is. I'm like, I did that. Or it's, like, my experiential dining expertism or whatever. Or, like, painting the stuff of dreams or making rainbow makers for people's home. I just love to, like, give magic to people any way that I can.
Yeah, and you're a big Renaissance fan, right? You like the Renaissance fairs? Yeah.
Have you been?
Yes, and I dress up. I'm a big fan.
What?
I got ears and
Have
shit.
you gone to the Ohio one?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, have you gone this year?
Yes, we went the beginning of September.
Okay, I've been there every weekend.
Were you there?
Prove it.
Oh, okay. Picture it didn't happen.
Yeah, we have passes. So.
You have season passes?
Yes, it's so worth it. Yeah.
What do you get to drink when you go?
Oh, gosh. Well, I've been hitting up the White Claw guy in between things, but if you go, I've created a few concoctions. I have a drinking horn, first of all, so you have to be, like, legit when you're drinking. But at the first pub, when you enter the first pub to your right at the corner there where, like, the Naughty Barati show is, they have the best beers on tap, and I like to mix them. So I do the pumpkin porter with a little bit of the peanut butter porter. Legit.
Damn.
Especially on, like, a crisp fall day. Yeah. So same thing with, like, the peanut butter porter and the apple, like, hard cider or whatever.
The woodchucks. Yeah. You are an experimental aficionado food. Blah, doo. That's amazing. I get the Queen's meat every time.
Yeah, that's good,
like,
too. It's good. It's a little sweet for me. I usually just, like, double fist White Claws most of the day
Smart.
to keep my wits about me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went last week and I found one of my sister's friends there, and she was wasted. I was like, what are you doing here? And she, like, lost her group. She was there with her husband, a couple friend, and her, like, 3-year-old son. I was like, girl, what are you doing?
Fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was cute though. That's, like, her personality. She was like, I just got visited by the ladies of like. She had just, like, with some randos in the rent there, and I was like, that's so you.
That's awesome. I became really good friends with the pickle guy when we went.
I bet.
Yeah. And then he was like, oh, I don't have my phone on me, because he wanted to take a picture of the tattoo. And I was like, I'll see you again. He's like, no, you don't understand. I can't have my phone.
Oh,
I was like,
right.
Okay.
That makes sense.
And I also really wanted to throw tomatoes at the tomato guy.
I want to too, but I have such bad aim that I just don't want to pay to be humiliated.
Exactly.
I don't want to do it, and I'm not going to.
Some people are into that. We're not king shaming, but shit. Ugh. Yeah, no, he, when we went last time, he seemed, like, really tired. I was like, is everything okay?
The tomato guy?
Yeah, get that man a water.
He seems tired, and oh gosh, so does the guy that, like, pushes the, like, roundabout thing that, like, goes up and down.
Oh my god,
Yeah, I'm talking
that
about.
sucks. The Viking,
Yeah.
the very buff Viking.
Yeah, and he, like, pushes
I
the
could not
child's
find him.
ride.
I tried to find him and I could not.
Oh.
Because
I'm so
I like to
sorry.
look at him.
Yeah, there was
He's a very nice looking man.
pretty guys there on Viking
Yeah.
Week. Oh, last week was a Highlander weekend.
Oh god.
It was, like, fine, but it's, like, mostly, like, white guys that wish they could wear skirts but are too scared to actually do it.
They're like,
And I'm
oh,
just
this
like,
is my
God.
this is my time.
Right.
This is when I can
It's
do
like,
it.
Please go home. You're uglying the fair.
I saw a full furry the last time we were
I
there.
love them. They're so fun. I'm just like, that's
You would
great.
love them. Just magic. But
You magical little fox. Can I pet your tail?
we made eye contact and I was like,
With his real eyes or his furry
his
eyes?
furry eyes. And it, like, I felt something and I told everybody that. And they're like, you're a furry now. And I was like, no, I don't. It was weird. And then we saw him later that day without his furry head. And it just felt illegal. Like, he
Yeah.
had the full suit on still, but
Yeah.
his head was gone. And
This
I was
is
like,
inappropriate.
you need to cover that
Put
up,
your hat
sir.
on. You're ruining the magic for me.
I feel like the people, like, okay, so I love Ren Fair. I've gone for years and years and years and years. But I just want the people to stay in fucking character. Is that too much to ask?
Do you have people out of character?
Yeah, like when I get my drinks, they're always...
Oh, yeah. The bartenders are a little lacking.
Yeah. And I'm like, look, I get it. But,
Yeah.
like...
I think other guys or other people are great. And did you visit the Seltzer guy?
No.
Okay, so he is like in a little shack in the middle of like nowhere, and he takes cash only, and he has White Claws galore, like a huge tub of White Claws down in his thing. He's hilarious.
Is he good? Is he good? Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the priest. We did the priest 2 years ago.
I talked to the priest. I'm probably like, meh.
Yeah. They yeah, one of our friends did it, and he called him a sinner, and it was really funny.
Oh my gosh.
It was good, but like, I don't know. I wanted a booth at the Ren Fair for a while.
Me too.
Yeah.
I just messaged them this year, actually.
Did you? Ooh.
A few weeks ago, I was like, I think my art would do really well here.
I think honestly, it would hit.
Yeah.
A fairy? That's fairy
Yeah,
art.
exactly.
You make art for fairies.
For
like
fairies specifically.
it is so good with a moss carpet.
Yeah.
Everything. It is
dangling
good.
rainbow makers. Like, I belong at the fair. I know.
You would look so good in a little booth too, with your little elf ears,
That'd be
just
so
chilling in
cute.
there. I really wanted to do a tarot booth because I don't think there is one. I haven't seen one when I've gone.
Yeah.
I just want to read tarot cards.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, it would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I didn't know you did that. Yeah, that's huge in my family too. So.
Beep, they're in that little pot.
Oh my gosh.
We got really we did shrooms a couple nights ago, and we had some friends over, and I just had her pull a card, and I did her reading, and I hate doing it when I'm like high or drunk or whatever, and she just like broke down and freaked out.
Aw,
And I was like, I'm so sorry, because it was a really good reading. She didn't like break down, but she like took a deep breath and was like, and I was like, just take one card, because usually I do the Celtic Cross.
Yeah.
Have you had a reading done before?
Yeah, it's huge in my family. Like, we have several people that read cards.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
I love that. My mom's like, they're demon cards. Put them away. I'm like, no.
We're like, we scare the demons away in my family. My family are clerks, so.
Get out. But I love reading. I just haven't done it in a while. Just because, like you mentioned with art earlier, like you don't want it to take away.
Yeah.
Like if you do it full. I was trying to charge money for it for a while, and people were paying.
Yeah.
And then after doing that, I just like, it didn't feel right.
Right. It's almost disingenuous at some element. Like, if your heart isn't in it, you can't read properly.
No.
Like, it's not possible, because you're drawing some sort of divinity or something within yourself to be able to read what is being reflected into the cards.
Exactly.
So.
And charging for that, I just feel like it's not to hate on the people that do, but I just feel like you're not putting into it what you can.
Right.
Like, I don't think you're going into that honest.
Yeah.
Because I've had readings before where I'm like, it really isn't like a big deal. I mean, just keep doing what you're doing.
Right.
There's no like jaw dropping, oh my God.
Right.
There, it can be
Sometimes life
so
be like
simple.
that.
Exactly. Like, your life is boring. There's
Like,
nothing
sorry.
dramatic going on.
Yeah.
Like, maybe
is
you want to
nothing.
shake it up. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then there's other people where you just have like this crazy overwhelming one, but I can't imagine charging somebody money and then just giving them an underwhelming reading, because
Right.
that's just what I feel.
Yeah.
Like, and then walking away, that person's like, that bitch charged me money for that.
Right.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I totally feel that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I love reading though. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You should get a booth at Ren Fair. I think those
We
paintings
should
would
get
do
a
really
we
good.
should get a combined one.
Oh my God.
We'll save on rent.
Oh my God. We could do that.
You wear ears, right? It'll
Yeah,
be
I
all
wear
like an
ears.
elven reading. Extra special. People pay more for that at the
Honestly,
Ren Fair.
true. True. Do you play D&D?
No, but I would.
Would you play D&D?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna put that in my pocket. I'm gonna put
Okay.
that on my sleeve.
Do you?
Yeah, we've played. I DM'd a couple
I mean,
games.
literally, I love being imaginary
Magic.
and playing games. I love games of all
Yes.
kinds, and I love magical scenarios.
You would be a really good DMer because you're a coordinator.
Oh, that
You
is.
coordinate. It's the Dungeon Master.
Oh,
Yeah, so you can-
I'd probably be pretty good at that. I'm
you can
pretty
make
good at
your own
storytelling
campaign.
too. Yeah,
Exactly. There it is. You can. Oh my God.
I would love it.
We just gotta get a group together. That's the hardest
Yes.
part. Just be like, all right, we're gonna do this every other Thursday or whatever. I'm just
Yeah.
throwing a date, but then like people drop off. You're like, hey, we're doing it this weekend. We like planned it, and they're like,
No, not with my schedules. Do you want to know why? Because my secret magic to having so many clubs, which I don't anymore because most of them died in COVID, and I just like don't have time anymore. But I had so many clubs going. Like, I had dinner club, I had wine club, like all kinds of things going. The thing is, you have to schedule the date at your current meeting. And then you all agree on a date, and then you feel more obligated to save that date because you agreed upon it in person previously. And sometimes you'll have one or two that are like, oh, well, this came up, and then you can be like, oh, is that more important than me? Like, I don't care if your cousin's getting married or like whatever it is, you know. But like when you're when you're in person, you schedule things like that. Like it does hold a weight to it. So
we should do it. You would be a really good. I think like,
I would have so much fun.
Yes, if we did a campaign and then you watched, I feel like you could go home and just make a fucking campaign.
And I would. I used to write like fantasy books when I was younger and stuff. So not that that's the same thing at all, but it's like in the realm of thought.
Yeah. Do you like Lord of the Rings?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god!
I'm just like a big nerd over here. Okay.
That's
How can
very
I like
exciting.
go to the Ren Fair and wear elf ears and be like, I don't like Lord of the Rings?
There's people that do it.
They're posers. That's what we call them. Total offense.
Fucking
to anybody.
poses. Oh my god. I want a turkey leg now.
Me too.
That's
That's
how
like
I
my
feel about
Ren
that.
Fair opening and closer. Like
Yep.
I'll get that on the first day and then the last day. I can't always eat them. Okay, do you think they taste like ham?
Yes.
Why do they taste like ham?
Yeah, I was in line behind somebody, and he was like, these aren't real turkey legs. And then I was like, what?
Right, they
What-
look like turkey
What?
legs.
And he's like, they make them with something else. I was like,
What, ham?
yeah, like how?
Right.
What if they do? Putting the,
But
okay, you got a
it's-
bone,
Right.
and there's like ligaments in that.
Right. There's definitely ligaments in there. I've seen them.
Yeah.
I've tasted them. They've been in my mouth. I know about that.
Suck the meat off
Right.
of them.
So it legit looks like, unless it's
But
like,
it tastes like ham.
it does.
Is it the
I'm
way
not
they
mad
smoke
about it.
'em?
I don't know. It's even kind of pink sometimes.
Yes, yeah. The
Like
last one
ham.
I had was like
I
ham.
think we're being bamboozled, but I don't really care because I think I would rather eat a ham turkey leg than like a regular
An actual
turkey leg.
turkey leg.
Because Thanksgiving turkey leg, I don't love it as much as ham.
I don't like Thanksgiving turkey.
Yeah, me either. It's just
no, dry.
always dry. Always.
Always.
Even if you have a moist maker. Do you watch Friends? You do? You know what I'm talking about? Okay. I just needed to throw the M word in there one more time.
Just one more.
Anyways.
Just one more punch in the guy's fine.
It's fine.
Oh, good. I have my parents buy a ham for Thanksgiving. I have them buy a small
Yeah.
ham just for me.
We usually get a ham.
Yeah. I'm like,
for-
you cannot.
Yeah.
How many people do you have at your Thanksgiving? It sounds like a lot.
Yeah, both sides of my family are huge. So my dad probably 50 or 60, and my mom's is probably like 40, and just ever growing with people's like significant others and children.
Yeah.
Some people do that, you know.
That's
so,
crazy.
yeah. Yeah, it's big.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun, though.
It is fun.
I bet you have a lot of fun. And you're in your
Oh, yeah.
element and that. Yeah.
We love it, especially since we like came of age and were able to start
Drinking. Mm-hmm. Yep.
That made it more fun. I guess the younger kids used to like sneak away and do it. I don't know. I never drank underage.
No.
No.
Never?
No.
What?
No, not at like family gatherings for sure, and barely ever like. Okay, so that's like underage. I'm like saying like 18.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd never drank in high school at all.
So, like,
No.
when you turned 21, did it become
When I turned
a
like
big deal?
like when I went to college,
Yeah.
it became a big deal.
That's when
So
it gets
I guess I
wild.
did drink underage, but not at family gatherings, Mom. Because I know my mom and these sport are just gonna listen to this.
It doesn't count.
But Ryan and Liz did.
That was my adulthood, like in high school, was not adulthood, but like welcoming adulthood. Welcoming pickleback. Don't worry, don't mind me. But was drinking underage. That was like the big deal.
In high school?
Yeah.
I
We would go to
didn't even
parties.
know
We would go
kids
to the
that
fields.
drank in high school, but I wasn't like with the super popular kids, I guess.
I
don't know.
like meshed.
Yeah.
I didn't like any of them, but I was like, you know where the party's at, so I'm coming
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah, I never really went to parties or anything, but I mean, I didn't like just like sit at home and read books all the time. I was like, boys. That's
Oh,
what-
yeah?
Yeah.
Red boy crazy.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And then when I went to college, that was like the bad time. That's when because I wasn't ready to go to college.
Oh, yeah?
No. That's just like what you do. Is
Yeah,
you just like,
You got it.
parents are very traditional. Like you just go to
Mm-hmm.
college, and like I really did a bad job. Plus I was in like a pretty abusive relationship with my high school boyfriend who was older than me, And yeah, from there it was just like
We had the
not
same
good.
college experience. You just described my college.
Yeah, I think like 18's too young. I think it should be like not only socially acceptable but almost required for you to have a whole year off.
Like a gap year, yes.
Like it should just be like what you do.
And you
that should be the
figure yourself
tradition.
out.
And even if you don't figure it out, you have a whole year to like kind of pick a path, because
Mm-hmm.
when are you going to do that? Like I didn't have time between like the hormones and like the boys.
Yeah, and you're like, I'm finally an adult. I'm gonna go crazy.
Right. And I just feel like I wasn't mentally like prepared for that. Like I didn't have like huge responsibilities or anything. I mean, like I had a little job while I was in high school and stuff, but like
I don't think
just-
anybody is.
I don't either. That's why I think we should normalize a gap year.
Yes, I'm here for it. I support it.
And just like, you know, sorry, you have to like stay with your parents. Sorry, parents.
Sorry
Like, you're not
about-
kicking them out when they're 18. Like, why not even wait till you're 20? Like, why not have like a year and a half
Or
of a gap year?
21 after you start
Yeah.
drinking.
And programs also in place that help you still discover. Like, maybe there's like lightweight classes or something that you go to at a university that are completely free. Like,
Mm-hmm.
because I had to take those while I was in college, paying for college, like career discovery classes, like
Yep.
4 of them. And I was like, I'm paying for this, and I'm supposed to be already like decided my career.
What
And-
did you go to school for?
So when I was in high school, I wanted to be a wedding planner. They didn't have like a degree for wedding planning, and my parents were like, you need a degree. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll go for marketing. And I hated the program. Like, I did not pay attention. It was just too boring, and I wasn't ready, blah, blah, blah. So I kind of had like a little bit, I started my next year, my sophomore year, with education. So I was going to be a high school English teacher, which was the second thing that I wanted to do. And from there, I did not do that. I did not go to school. I did not have classes. It was just like a disaster. Like, you know, the boyfriend situation was really bad, and I just ended up not going to school. But then a few years later, like when I was older, about like 24, which I feel is more appropriate.
Yeah.
They came out with a degree that was for meeting and event planning. So I went to school
Perfect.
for that so that I could pursue like event planning. And then I graduated and became a marketer. So
Here we are, full circle.
Yeah.
Did you graduated with? So you graduated?
Yeah, I did.
Graduated.
yeah, from UC.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, business degree. But yeah, I do marketing. So
And there it is.
joke's on me.
Well, that is amazing. All right, so we're there. We did
There.
it. We did it.
Yay.
We did it. We barely followed the outline, which I am thankful for.
You
I
said we
hate
wouldn't.
outlines. I didn't. Mm-mm.
I love outlines, and it said very first line like, "We don't follow this." And I was like, "I'm gonna have a heart attack."
I'm gonna make it happen. That's what we're gonna do. Oh my god! But what I want you to do is plug your stuff. Where can we find you? Where can we buy your art? Where can we send you weird DMs?
Oh my gosh!
Don't do
Please
that.
send all my weird DMs to Facebook so I can ignore them. First of all. Yes. So @_ I think @ stuff of dreams. I have a website, stuffofdreams.art, and I will be at Off Market in November 20th, I believe, with a shit ton of rainbow makers for all of your holiday needs. And then I will also be at Art on Vine in December if you slacked in November and need a last minute gift.
Amazing. Everybody, you're getting rainbow makers for Christmas, motherfuckers. We boying them. We doing it. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was good to hang out with you. We haven't hung out much, so this was fun.
Yeah, we should do it some more. D&D, baby. Thank you for the pickleback. That was fantastic.
Hell yeah.
Can't wait to go murder this comedy show.
Yeah, I'm excited for you. I hope it was awesome.
Oh, man. Thank you so much again.
Yeah, of
You're
course.
amazing.
Yeah.
All right, goodbye. That's Talentless Talent. You know how it goes. We're gonna have the best Thursday ever. And if you're listening to this at the end of your Thursday, I hope you had a good Thursday and an even better Friday and then a really good weekend. I hope you have the funnest time that you've ever had in your life. I really want to thank Rebecca for coming on here and just being a goddamn bombshell of a woman. I love that. Oh, it was such a good episode. I had so much fun. I cannot talk about it enough. Girl, when she pulled out that bourbon, are you kidding me? That was crazy. It blew my mind. What an amazing, phenomenal being. Oh! So what do we have in store next? Well, wouldn't you like to know? We are going to have another guest next week. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited about it. And maybe you'll get a pop-up solo. Who knows? I'm also doing comedy, I guess. I'm going to be at some comedy shows around Cincinnati. So if you want to pop in and see me at my worst, come to that. Come say hi. Come hang out. And if you don't know who I am, like in person, like if we've never met or interacted, be like, yo, I listen to TT, and I'll be like, I'm gonna suck your dick. I won't do that to you unless you consent. Also, I wouldn't do that to you because I have a boyfriend. Also, if you're a female, I mean, I don't know what's happening. I'm sorry, I won't do any of that. I got low crazy with you, I'm sorry. And to my parents, if you're listening, gross. Oh man, thanks for coming back. You know, it's been a crazy ride. It's almost been a year, guys. We've almost been on this kick a year. It's been so much fun. I've enjoyed every moment of it. I also have magnets available. If you want a magnet, hit me up. And coasters. I also do, I host feud places. So if you want to come see that, that'd be fun. Come hang out. Anyway, thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Talentless Talent.
Talent?
Talentless?
Talentless.
Talentless?
Talent.
Talent?
Talentless.
Talentless?
Talent.
Talents?
Talents.
Talents?
Talents. Talentless talent.
Talents?
Talons with the talentless to the talons. Talentless talent.
Talentless talent?
It's talentless talent.
Talentless talent with Kylie Bills.